as easy as having attitude. My name's Rowan Harry, and I'll be your attitude consultant, and congratulations for taking the time to listen to this podcast. The very fact that you're here means that you have taken the first step to transforming your life into one that is successful. As well as having over 6 months experience doing a government subsidised course, I have also had the chance to meet some very famous and successful people over my time. That's right, I know famous people. I know heaps of famous people. So many famous people. If I knew any more famous people, I'd be fucking Kevin Bacon. I've never fucked Kevin Bacon, but I once fucked a chick that fucked Kevin Bacon, which means we've both been inside the same vagina. So, close enough, I guess. But enough about philosophy, let's talk more about me. I work part-time as an MC / bingo host / quizmaster, and I'm also an entrepreneur. I like to dabble a bit in the arts, and I set up a Redbubble account. Last year alone, I made over $40. That was before tax, too. Yep, gross payments of $40. Still didn't declare that. It was under the table. Had myself a creative accountant. Shh, don't tell anyone I've got tax problems. I'm tired of being pushed around. I'm tired of being bullied by the system. So many people out there just with bad attitudes. I'm going to teach you the tools which you need to turn that around. Just by having the right attitude, you'll get the results that you need. And if you're not getting those results, that just means you've got the wrong attitude. And if you don't believe what I'm saying, then you also have the wrong attitude, and you need to turn that around as well. You'll find that by transforming your life, you're going to want to help those other people in your life as well. And you probably are all thinking, hey, there's a guy that's got it all together. That might be true, but I've been through my hardships in time, and I want you guys to listen to my mistakes so you don't make them as well. But don't take my word for it. Listen to this testimony from Ted Funny.
Hi, my name's Ted Funny, and I had the privilege of meeting Rowan about 10 years ago. See, I was going through a really dark time. I couldn't get a job at all. No one would hire me. I'd get rejected every single day, about 5 or 6 times. They'd just copy and paste it into this regular rejection letter, and I felt really down. And I met Rowan, and he got me into comedy. So I just started writing all these jokes and then trying it out on stage. And then as people started laughing at my stuff, I got confidence. And then I learned other ways to get my comedy out there as well, and I started a YouTube account, and I got over 200 views. And I'm not saying that just to brag, but it's interesting when you start making viral clips like that one, how quickly your life just turns around. I mean, it's amazing. I have fans now. Thanks, Rowan. You really taught me how to use my attitude. So congratulations to you guys for choosing to turn your life around. And I'd just like to introduce to you Mr. Attitude himself, Rowan Harry.
Hi, my name's Rowan Harry, and I am your attitude consultant. This is my first podcast done with a SingStar mic on GarageBand. And episode 1 is about facing the opposition of rejection, how to succeed by pretending not to try, and doing what you want to do, not what everyone else tells you what to do. So I'm just going to take it right back, and I want you guys to try and recall your first memory. This is what we want to do, is we want to instill that attitude into your brain right from the beginning. So just take it right back. Close your eyes right now, wherever you are. If you're driving, close your eyes. You know, fuck the car in front of you. It's your road, you own the road, get out of my fucking lane. This is what it's about. It's about standing your ground. We're going to stand right up, and we're going to say, hey, I don't care about rejection, you know. You can reject me all the time you want. People get rejected every day. Will continue to get rejected. It does happen. But you know what? You've got to stand up and hold your head up high, and you say, I don't give a fuck what anyone thinks of me. You're all special people. Attitude. So close your eyes for me right now. And I want you to remember that time. You're hiding under the table. Mum's just busted you going through the cookie jar. How do you feel? Some of you might feel embarrassed. Some of you might have lied. Some of you say, hey, I didn't take that cookie. I bumped it, it fell down. the dog ate it, blaming it on the dog. That's good. That's a good start. But just remember that time when you were punished. Remember that time. Remember the shame. Remember how scared you were. I want to say right now that you will not feel any fear during that time. You're going to revisit the shame and say, I'm not afraid anymore. I want you to say that for me right now. Okay, now one more time. I'm not afraid anymore. We've just become a stronger person through that time, okay? So we're going to be revisiting those times in our lives, changing our attitude, and that will ultimately change your destiny. Remember that time where you're after this particular person and they shut you down? Remember that rejection? Go back to that moment right now and feel what it's like. Feel that spit in your face. Hear the words, fuck off. I have a boyfriend, I have a girlfriend. Hear those words. How does that make you feel? What about those times where you had an opportunity and you didn't take it? You've just gone on a date, you walk into the front door and there's that awkward pause where one might go in for the kiss and you back off and you get scared. What if you weren't scared? What if you're given that chance a second time? You can relive that moment and think about it. Think of what would have happened if you didn't back down. And think of it next time you masturbate. Trust me, it'll be the best wank you've ever had. Do it now if you want, but not if you're on public transport. Well, maybe put a sheet over the top. Alright, are you done yet or what? Gross. You know, for a lot of people, success in itself can be a trap. At the age of 16 or 17, I was a highly successful person. I mean, I was earning up to about $1,000 a week, part-time. I'm not saying that just to brag, but that was a reality, okay? So I was doing double shifts on Sundays, things were going really well. But at this one stage, I remember my Tamagotchi died, and my life just came crashing down. I remember it was such a sad time for me, and I just all of a sudden couldn't get out of bed anymore. I was overwhelmingly depressed, and I just got caught in a rut. It's okay to feel sad. Sometimes it's okay to be sad. But it's how you cope with that sadness that makes a difference. What attitude are you showing to the sadness? And I guess that was a lesson for me that, you know, sometimes life isn't fair. Life can be a bitch, but you've just got to get up and get on with your day and keep reminding yourself that the past does not have to equal the future. Hope you guys are taking notes here. I really are powering through this stuff. Do not be a tryhard. No one likes to try hard. No one likes being a tryhard. It's not fun for anyone. Okay, but no one likes anyone that doesn't try as well. You have to show that you care. So the trick is to not try. No, the trick is to try really hard but pretend that you're not trying hard. So, just a fake trying. Or not trying and pretend to try. One of the two. But you gotta, once you master that, then you're on your way. People would be all like, oh, look at that person, how relaxed are they? They look like they just don't give a fuck. But how's the enthusiasm? Look at the enthusiasm they have to not giving a fuck. See, what it essentially does is it makes you look like a master. It looks like you've been doing it for years, and you're just so fucking over it, but you're so confident at the same time. Trust me, people won't know. Well, that's all I really wanted to say. This has been Attitude Consultant, my first podcast, and it's been a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing where it evolves. It's been very brief. It's only about 10 minutes, so not as long as I thought, but it is nearly 4:30 a.m. I'm really fucking tired, and the next door neighbours hate me. One last thing, I want to thank the Ozcast network for distributing, and if you've enjoyed anything that I've said, whether you've stumbled upon it or if I've spammed you, please subscribe and there'll be plenty more coming your way.